According to the latest assessment by the World Health Organization, about 20 million people in the world are blind as a result of cataract. This figure represents 51% of the total world blindness, and it's important to note that a large percentage of these people live in extreme poverty and cannot afford the treatment. The economic, psychological, and social impact of blindness or severe visual impairment from cataract goes beyond the affected individual. It exerts a great burden on the family and the entire community. So when the sight of a blind person is restored, it changes the quality of life of not only the blind person, but that of the entire family and community at large. Various factors can be responsible for the disease. The most common is old age.
Cataract is caused by aging changes. Because of the body is aging, certain parts of the body also tends to change. So oftentimes you find cataract in people who are above the age of 50. So it's been found that age is is the commonest cause of cataract.
This disease has hampered the sight of many individuals in the world and made their lives miserably far from what they desire. Interestingly, the cure for this life-altering disease, though a major operation, isn't as difficult and expensive as many people ignorantly assume. The cure for cataract at Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital Complex, Ileife, costs just about $100.
Cataract surgery can be conducted within about 10 to 20 minutes. The cost of surgery is between $60 to $100. That's about 30,000 naira to about 50,000, depending on some other things that maybe cost them being cured.
And if we can prevent something bad without sacrificing anything else of comparable importance, by all means we should do it. This is what led me to launch the 5 Bucks for Cataract campaign with the goal of raising $10,000 to treat 100 cataract patients in Nigeria.
These are some of the beneficiaries of the ongoing 5 Bucks for Cataract campaign.
I'm Janet Goodluck.
Monisola.
Adisa Felicia.
Mrs. Elubode Abimbola.
Worthy of special attention is this 16-year-old secondary school student who has been living with one of his eyes completely blind for about 6 years.
My name is Olukusan. 16 years.
Since when have you had problems?
Since 2010.
2010, that's about 6
years.
years ago. With the surgery slated for the 22nd day of December 2016, the beneficiaries had to report at the clinic a day before for pre-operative examinations.
Ó jìnà sí mi bọ̀. Mo rí tẹ́ fọwọ́ sí báyìí.
Ẹ máa wọnú mìíràn ẹ̀ láti bí tẹ̀ kàdé lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ṣẹ́rí eléyìí.
Next is on the vitreal retina room.
Are you comfortable?
This is this lamp by a microscope, and as the name implies, it's a microscope, and it's used to examine the patient's eye, especially the anterior segment. So, and that's what I did for the cataract patients. I examined the anterior part of their eye, the eyelids, the cornea, the conjunctiva, the cornea, and then the anterior chamber. And I also assessed the lens and checked the morphology after the pupil was dilated. So it's used to examine the anterior segment of the eye. For patients that have cataract, examining them with this slit lamp microscope, I am supposed to see the opacity, the lens opacity, which I saw in all the eyes. And then after dilating the pupil as well, I'm also expected to check the morphology of the cataract, and then which I also did. Also for patients that are being prepared for cataract surgery, we are interested in looking at the anterior segment. We want to know if the cornea is clear or there are some pointers to any ongoing inflammation, and we also want to check what the anterior chamber depth is like. That will guide us when we are doing surgery for the patient. And we also want to check if there are cellular activities, which will also mean that there is an ongoing inflammation. It's all the patients that I did, I think I got one of them that had a pointer, something that showed that there was an inflammation in the eye.
The third and final phase of the examination is with Dr. Ezeokoli.
This biometric machine or IOL master is basically used to calculate the intraocular lens power, especially needed for patient that has cataract. Just to give the idea of the power of the lens to be used to replace the one that has cataract.
With this done, the patients are free to go home and resume as early as 8 a.m. the following day for the surgery. The 5 bucks for cataract campaign team, however, followed the 16-year-old Samuel and a few others home. As early as 7 a.m. on the D-Day, patients gather amidst mixed feelings at the theater reception. Anxiety, perhaps a bit of fear, and more importantly, hope for a successful surgery.
I know that they will do it successfully and I will come out successfully.
But I believe God that I will come out successfully.
I hope you're not really scared.
Not at all. I know God is using them for me.
I'm not scared. I feel comfortable.
Surprisingly, however, one of the potential beneficiaries, this woman, refused to turn up the following day for the free surgery. According to her, the whole exercise seems too good to be true and fears that it may be an attempt at exploiting something from her. She believes nothing goes for nothing. And soon, the stage is set, the theater lights on, and the doctors are set for action. With each surgery taking about 15 minutes, the patients are led out of the theater. But they will have to wait for another 24 hours for the operated eye to be unmasked. The following day, they gather again amidst mixed feelings as their eyes are unmasked. Their sights are back and they can now see clearly.
Báwo ni ìrìnrìn yín? Ẹ gbórí síbẹ̀.
Mo kẹ̀kẹ́ rí mo ní àpè. Mo rí fẹ́ǹsì yẹn. Mo rí fẹ́ǹsì wọn ní àpè. Mo ìdí black.
Aṣọ wo náà wọ̀?
Black. Black làwọn eléyìí wọ̀.
Ṣé rí mi báyìí?
Mo rí rí.
Ẹ lajú méjèèjì. Aṣọ wo ni mo wọ̀?
Aṣọ white ni wọ̀.
Aṣọ dúdú lọ. Aṣọ dúdú lọ. Obìnrin.
Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ kò tó lè pé mo wá sí ojú kan yìí kò ríran dáadáa ìtọ́jú kejì ríran nígbà tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ ní àná láti wà pàápàá kó tó pa yọ tí wọ́n fi ṣe é gan mo ti mọ̀ ń rí láti fún òwú yẹn ṣùgbọ́n tí wọ́n wá di fún wọn tí wọ́n tú lónìí so pẹ̀ pé kò ṣe dáadáa pé òun tó wá ń rí pé pè bá dé sìn kò romi kò dùn ní everything ló kọ́. There's a great difference in comparison with before the operation is done. I can see clearly. Yes.
Before I cannot see, but now I can see clearly now. And I know that by the time I will use my drugs, all the eyes will clear.
Before the surgery, I can't see anything, but now I can see.
So you can see me now?
Yes.
You can see me with the eye now, with the eye that was operated?
Yes.
Okay. Beneficiaries are expectedly extremely grateful to Olatomi Wabifami and the entire 5 Bucks for Cataract campaign team. They express their joy and gratitude.
Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ẹgbẹ́ yìí 5 Bucks Cataract campaign. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run fi sí wọn lọ́kàn láti ran àwọn tó kàkù díẹ̀ tó ṣe gbàdúrà pé ọlọ́run yóò ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run tó gbé wọn kalẹ̀ á jẹ́ kó máa pọ̀ sí.
By the grace of God, God will continue to be promoting the club in the mighty name of Jesus. 5 bucks. I shall complain. God will repay you in abundance. And I pray that you will not lose your sight in the mighty name of Jesus. As you are struggling that others will regain their sight, God will protect your own sight.
Àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe ilé ẹgbẹ́ yìí kí Ọlọ́run ọba ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ nítorí pé wọ́n ṣàánú àwọn náà ra àánú gbà ní gbogbo ọ̀nà lẹ́ẹ̀tì mọ́ ra àánú gbà ẹ̀ ní ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe gbogbo sẹ́tẹ̀ ẹ bá dọ́wọ́ yóò máa yọrí sí rere Ọlọ́run ó máa dáàbò bò yín àìní sí rìn lórúkọ Jésù àdúrà Ọlọ́run ààbò Ọlọ́run ó dájú lórí yín Jésù ó ṣàánú fún wa ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o ẹ ṣé o.
Wẹ́rẹ́ ló bá wá ṣe 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 ń tààrò pé yóò ṣòro ṣe wẹ́rẹ́ ló bá wá ṣe.
We want to say a very big thank you to everyone supporting the 5 Bucks for Cataract campaign, especially to you, our donors. We have 25 sites bags and 75 more to go. Thank you so much and God bless.
$5 for cataract. Support the 5 Bucks for Cataract campaign.